Texas, LSD, TCB, MDMA. LSD, TCB, MDMA, Texas, LSD, TCB, MDMA, Texas, 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 Texas.
Welcome everybody to the MixedupMike Show! The only show that brings you interviews with live DJ sets. And I'm sitting here with none other than Derek Zombie. What's up, brother?
What's up, my friends? How is everybody doing? This is awesome. Thank you for the honor.
Definitely, man. I appreciate you coming on the show. Everybody, Twitchland, thank you for joining us. Much love, much love, much love, everybody. Thank you for the raid, Toasty. Appreciate that. So, we're OGs. We go back a while. How'd you end up getting in the scene?
Yeah, that's a great question. So I've been DJing since '98, which means it's showing my age. That's why I don't have any hair. It's all gone in the raves. And how did I start? So I was living in Baltimore, and Baltimore was this beautiful incubation of all these wonderful house DJs and stuff like that. So I had a lot of friends who were OGs even then, like they've been doing the '90s. So my best friend who lives in Philly right now, his name is Dorian. He invited me over to his house, and he had turntables in the basement. And he's like, "You want to learn how to do this?" I said, "Yep." So he showed me in about an hour, and then he said, "Okay, now it's gonna take you a year to train your ear." He's like, "You know how to do it. Now you gotta learn how to do it yourself."
Yeah, because, I mean, back then, talking about vinyl, you know what I mean? Completely different ball game than what we have today. Today, we're spoiled. We really are. We're spoiled. Like, for the most part, you don't even really need headphones. You know, you set your BPM, you're good to go. Boom. You know, back then, it was, you were going up and down until you found that sweet spot, you know? But, yeah, it takes a minute, so.
It's a moving target.
Yeah, it definitely was a moving target, you know, and it was, you know, the biggest thing, train your ear, but it's still just as important today to train your ear, because I see a lot of DJs having a Serato phase while they mix during their transitions. So I always say, try to get their attention away from the screen. Like, hey, get your ears going. Stop looking at that screen.
I just want to add, like sometimes the number's wrong. Yeah. And you gotta figure that out. Like, you hear it in your ear. Your ear's never wrong. Yeah. But, you know, so my friend down in Philly, I love him. He's training a whole bunch of new DJs, and what he'll do is he puts tape
Yeah.
over the BPM meter. So he's like, you need to learn to do it here, not visually. And that's been like the biggest change in the technology. It's gone from an audio only experience to really more visual.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of visual now. So
No, definitely a lot of visual. But the visuals are good in ways because seeing how the track is laid out. And the other thing with having your ear trained is depending on the producer, even though it's on grid, that beat pattern could be a little off. So you could be sitting there going, it's fucking on. Why is it off? You know what I'm saying? What's your favorite thing about being a DJ? What is one of the favorite things about being a DJ?
yeah, so for me, being a DJ is a complete energy exchange, right? So it's a complete especially when you're in it, it doesn't matter if there's 2 people or 100 people. You see the people, you can see them responding to what you're doing, and then you respond back to them, and it's this feedback. It's a feedback loop. It's a vibe, yeah. And when you're in it, reading the room and knowing, that's why, I'll have a first song, and I might have a last song, but everything in the middle depends on them. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's how I feel watching them, and it's instant feedback. So, and I love that.
Definitely, you see the crowd, like you said, if it's 100, if it's 2, dancing, arm pumping, walking up, yo, you know what I mean? I do that to DJ. I hear him do something, yo, and they point, they point back, the point. You let somebody know that was bad. that was fucking bad right there. So, but no, it's definitely a vibe, and doing it live, it's definitely an experience, and for both people, because they're getting that experience in one way, and you're allowing that experience to happen by having that music. How do you see the world of DJing today? And I guess a 2-part question: where do you see it going, from here on?
Yeah, so it's very interesting. That's actually a very interesting question, because I just went to Elements, and Elements was a music festival, and they were doing some really, really interesting things there. For instance, they had Renegade stages, and Elements not only sponsors the Renegade stages that are out in the field, there's 6 of them, with Function 1 speakers, with actual stages, really? and people in what they do. The first night, John Summit played on the Fire stage, and in Elements puts him on the Renegade stage. He played another 2 hours for 100 people in this little tent area, and I think that's part of the future. Is the festivals keep getting bigger and bigger, and the DJs and the superstars still want that incubation, the 100, 200 person, because sometimes that's the vibe. So, yeah, the intimacy and all that. So the other thing that I'm seeing, that I was very inspired by, I'm not huge into bass music, but I'm respecting it more and more. And there's this guy, Ellis Dream, and Ellis Dream played, and he did, he does Light Code as a side project, and Light Code is a sound bath. So picture this: you're in a festival. There's 4,000 people at 11 o'clock in the morning, laying on a mat, listening and quiet, and just listening to this guy doing the sound bath with all these frequencies. So later that night, we had Porter Robinson, and Porter Robinson's playing all these multi-genres. And that's the other future. We can talk about that too. The multi-genre aspect. Everybody's going multi-genre. Everybody's playing everything. And I think it's phenomenal because that's what I do. And so Porter Robinson's playing all this music. And I'm hearing, ooh, that was one of those frequencies. Ooh. And you can start to hear these intentional healing frequencies buried in the music. And I think some of these DJs are being really, really intentional about not only producing music, but producing music with a little extra.
At a certain hertz frequency.
Yeah. These frequencies, you start hearing them, you're just like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? You see them on YouTube. Oh, 528 hertz, and this and this. Yeah, and you end up 432 and stuff like that. These new scales, and the real innovators are starting to incorporate these new scales into it. And so, I think some of the future of this music will be to incorporate these new scales and maybe intentionally be healing or otherwise helping.
I think, too, to build off that, is 432 is the natural shaman resonance, right, of the earth. And people used to have their instruments tuned to that. Let's go back 100 years, maybe a little more. But Rockefeller Foundation, through the music, changed it to 444. So now all music, all instruments were tuned to 444, which is an off frequency, off the natural.
Right. And I think there's a return to that now. Yeah.
And that's
And these guys are intentionally
putting it in there. Because, it is out there. It's measurable. So it's not something that they can say, oh, that's hogwash. No, we can put this here and clearly measure it, and it's this. And this frequency seems to do this. So having that in music, especially in rhythm, like EDM music, because if you think about it, that's how music was thousands of years ago. They had the drums and stuff, you know what I mean? So... And I'm sure they were tuned in with the natural frequencies, and incorporate it in their music. So hearing that, you saying DJs and doing sound baths with healing frequencies and stuff, I think is amazing. Amazing.
It's a game changer. Yeah, it's a game changer. And to be able to participate in that and then to see, I wasn't expecting Porter Robinson to do this. And yet, I'm in this thing, and I'm like, oh, I can hear it. You know what I mean? And I'm a DJ. I can, but so maybe I'm a little bit more attuned, but not that much. I'm just the same as you guys, and that's just it. So I'm not knocking Chris Lake, but we did the whole Porter Robinson thing, and that was at this stage, and we were walking over, and then Chris Lake's playing, and I love Chris Lake. Yeah. He's playing bangers. And I stood there, and I'm like, I said, this guy, Chris Lake, is playing great music, but Porter Robinson was an experience, and that was the difference. And so at this point, how do I be more mindful and intentional in my music? I don't want to just play a track. Mm-hmm. Let me play interesting tracks that may have some of these frequencies, or let me try to incorporate some of this stuff. And that's my challenge, and I love it. I love the fact I went to this festival and got so inspired.
That's awesome. It's weird where we find inspiration. You can find it, in the darkest hole, or you can find it, at a festival, and you just never know what you're going to end up doing. Now, you got a certain flavor or spice, some people like to call it. You're multi-genre. But you like to have that certain little, sprinkle of acid. Tell me this about.
Yeah, what's funny is I'm not sure where it started, but it's been a long time. So I love the acid time, like the sound of the 303s and the 808s. The sound of people who can do this live is amazing. So I have a side project. So I work with a guy named Brandon Estevez. He goes by Sunshine at Night. And he does live acid. So he's got, the 303 and the 808. He's got an MPC. He's got keyboards. And he's generating this music live. Do I need to put it closer? And that's much better. Sorry. So it's really interesting to work with these guys who use instruments. And so I'm a DJ. I am not a musician. Yeah. But how can I transform these turntables into instruments and start looking at it as I'm no longer playing a track. Now I'm taking those are sound banks, and I want that clap or that bass. I'm gonna filter it and do all that and put it in live with the stuff that this guy is doing. And so, and for me, the easiest way to do that is with an acid bass, right? Because I just understand the sound and I understand the music. So it's almost like, I remember back in the day, DJ Dan was like this shit. And every single time he had a track that had a bongo in it, I lost my mind. So I'm kind of like that now still, but that's what acid does for me. Yeah.
Nice. Tell us something about Derek Zombie.
What an open-ended question. Where do I start? So Derek Zombie is actually really interesting. So on my journey,
Because as a DJ, we have like a little persona.
right. I'm the okay. Well, first of all, this is the signature bucket hat. I never leave home at it because I'm bald. So now I'm like the DJ LL Cool J because I don't leave home without the bucket hat. No, so I'm the energy guy. I bounce around. I enjoy myself. I support everybody. I learn from everybody. My favorite thing to do. You could be playing for 1 year, even half a year. I'll watch you. I'll support you. And chances are, in 5 minutes, I'll learn something from you. And that's amazing to me. And so this journey that we're on is such a learning process. So in the last year, we've been very blessed. We have the Juice Show. I'm part of the Juice crew. And bless their hearts, like they invited me in to be a part of this. And it's almost like DJ school. So we'll have the locals come, and then we'll have a headliner or two. And in front of the headliner, it'd be like, bloop, 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 bloop. There's 15 DJs. And all we're doing, we're 5 feet away from the mixer. What's he doing? How was that? And so now we're picking that up. And then all of us are sharing and figuring this stuff out that we learn from these more bigger DJs. And then we go that. And so part of being me is learning and sharing the stuff. You know, I'm an elder now. I hate to admit my age. I call myself trans 35. Cause I'm like, I'm 35. I've been 35 for almost 16 years. I'm really good at it. But no, as part of the older generation, it's kind of incumbent upon us to carry the love to the newer generations and to help them out. And that's been really rewarding. Mentorship is really important. So that's another thing I really like to do is, help the younger people. Here's how I use a computer. Here's how we do this. And you know what they teach us? They're like, well, like this right here, Twitch. I don't know shit about Twitch, but all these other people do. Yeah. So you know what I mean? So it's a very interesting exchange.
Yeah, so it's like a swap off.
Yeah.
You teach them technical things on that, and they teach you the technical things on the computer. Like I was telling you, it took me 6 days to stream for 6 seconds. But I was proud of that because, I knew nothing. I could check my email, and that was it. And just do random searches. OBS or any of that stuff, forget it. I had no idea. Luckily, YouTube has some great tutorials, I must say, which without those tutorials, that's what bailed me out, to be able to start streaming and actually doing it. But that 6 seconds led to doing the shows, we were kind of talking about this before the show started. How do you see the scene, and where do you see the scene going?
Yeah. So one of the things that We were talking about this, but we'll go over it again. Right now, the scene, we have so much music, constantly new music all the time, so much talent. There's so many DJs, but everybody's localized. And so part of like my mission and your mission and a couple other more enlightened people is trying to break out of these silos. Like, don't be the Waterbury, Connecticut DJ or the Massachusetts DJ. Or that it's not even Massachusetts DJ. It's like a Boston or Worcester or something like that. You know what I mean? Or the Providence. Like, bless your hearts for doing that. Do you even have anything at all?
We're trying, but it's there really isn't.
Yeah.
It's sad.
And so one of my inspirations and one of my missions is let's all start exchanging. You know what I mean? I'm part of the Juice Crew. I don't want to play there. Let me take my hour and bring somebody down from New Hampshire, bring somebody down from Maine, bring somebody from New Jersey, and let them play, and let's see what they have, because I want to learn from them anyways. And then they can do the same thing for us. We need to be East Coast, or at the very least New England, you know, and not just these local silo places. So I do see a lot of people, when I talk to somebody like you, a lot of people are on the same page with this. It's just a matter of changing the mindset and starting to do that. And I'm seeing, I'm starting to see that now, and it's beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely starting to, pan back out. I think, like I said, COVID had a little bit to do with it, not being able to, because everything was closed. The bars, they were closed or they were highly restricted. So, like, people weren't throwing gigs. And then once it kind of got started, it was like a drip. So you get used to being, confined to that spot. You get comfortable and not even realizing it, that there's this huge scene out there, And I've been very fortunate recently, and I'm very grateful that I have people in Maine booking me, Rhode Island booking me, you know what I mean, New Hampshire booking me. So, like, I'm very grateful for that. I just found out today I'm playing Wonderland Festival, Saco.
Awesome.
Congratulations. Thank you. Awesome. Yeah. I'm going to be on the Renegade stage, what Mike said. I can't wait, man. I just found out this morning. I was like, holy shit. I don't go on Instagram much. And the message was sent to me like 4 days ago.
You sound like me.
I was like...
I go into one social media at a time.
I was like... Oh shit, I'm on the fucking flyer. But yeah, it's a 3-day fest. Friday, Saturday. I think Saturday is the day they're doing the Renegade. And it's 18 plus. But then Sunday is Family Day. They're doing a Family Day thing because it's at a water park. So, like, you can bring kids and stuff like that. So I think that's pretty cool where they're doing something, something different and cool like that, where during the day part you're able to bring your family, which you see in crews do. You guys do outdoor. There's a perfect show coming up in the park. I think Apple Juice is actually playing that. So, it's nice to get back outdoors. Those outdoor feelings can be good if Mother Nature, cooperates.
The rainiest summer ever.
Yeah, dude, where is summer? Summer has, like, not even existed this year.
The Canadian wildfires just, like, took our summer. Like, no. We're just going to give you clouds and rain.
Yeah. And now, like, it's mid-August and it feels like fall. But, like you said, learning, it could be somebody doing it from a year or somebody doing it for, 40 years. You learn something new from everybody by I watch people's hands and see what they do. What kind of advice could you give, an up-and-coming DJ, somebody that's getting into it and, might have a certain thing, like, oh, yeah, I got this, but then when he jumps into it, maybe it's a little more than you thought at first. So what kind of advice could you give somebody? Because I know when I got it back into it and it was all digital, again, YouTube tutorials, hey, I'm not ashamed of it, but I had to. I didn't know what the fuck the buttons did. You know what I mean? But what kind of advice could you give someone?
A couple things. Probably the biggest piece of advice. I have a lot of younger friends, younger meaning like mid-20s to maybe mid-30s, who are just getting into it, and they want to be famous now. And what these people, like, one of my advices is, this is a long game. This is a very long game. It's okay to not have your first gig for a year and a half. Learn the basics, learn the skills. Don't embarrass yourself because you want to play so badly. You go someplace because people like me will be watching, and I'm not gonna make fun of you if you make a mistake. But if you make 5, I'm gonna ask, what are you doing? You know what I mean? You weren't ready. So and it's okay not to be fully ready, but be patient with it. This is a lot. This technology that we have, there's so many aspects of it. All the time, there's more aspects. Because now, like, so I'm a pretty good DJ. I'm horrible at social media. You almost have your social media game should be even better than your DJ game nowadays. Like, I want to just hire somebody. Like, I don't want to freaking do this. Like, who has time? Like, we all have jobs, right? So I'm managing I work 50 hours a week plus, and now I got to search for tracks. Now I got a DJ. Now I got to, I don't have time to go on Facebook and be like, oh, please, here's all my stuff. And you have to make the time. So this is a long game. So that's one of my biggest advices. Patience. Patience is a thing. And the other thing is play what makes you happy. There's so many people I see, oh, I need to play business techno because I want to be drum code. But if you don't really like it, why are you playing it? If you love Gabber, like you like 185 BPM speedcore, and that's what makes you happy, play that. It doesn't matter if there's only 3 other people that like it, because your energy is going to make other people like it. You know what I mean? The fact that you're so excited about your music, that's the key to DJing. Like I play acid because I love it, and I project that, and I'll make other people love it because I'm like, this is a bomb ass track. You gotta hear this, and that's fun. If you lose the fun of DJing, stop doing it.
Exactly. It's that whole love thing. You have to love it. If you don't love it, the time, the energy, the hours that you put in of practicing, because there's so much to learn and there's so much you can do, especially with the technology. The technology is crazy nowadays. Back then the biggest, thing you had to do was train your ears, right? Technology really wasn't a thing. Now technology is king, and you still need to train your ears, because that's how you're able to get yourself out of quick jams, maybe running out of track or, something going sideways. That experience and having that ear train allows you to, boom,
Figure it out.
And no one's going to know, having that. But you got to have the love for it, because it's like learning any other instrument. You can kind of compare it to that now, because, you look at your mixer, right? You get the DJM 2000 Nexus, and you get touchscreen stuff. You can bend and warp sounds. So, and then you get controllers that you have the creativity is literally almost unlimited. I feel. You want to expand on that?
Yeah, so one of my local heroes is this guy named Colomo Messenger. I don't know if you know him, and his favorite thing is, he's like, use all the buttons, figure it out. You know what I mean? My friend, right? So I had this this 2000 Nexus. It has this beautiful touchscreen in the middle. My friend came up. I had 3 years. My friend came up. He's like, how do you use this thing in the middle? I'm like, I don't know. I don't use it. He's like, what do you mean? You have this thing and you haven't even played with it? I'm like, no. He's like, you're an idiot. and he was right. I was an idiot. I didn't play with it. I didn't experiment. So that's a lot of fun. Like when you start realizing these things, they're not record players. These are musical instruments. And when, like you said, you can sculpt sounds. You think you have one track. You just play with a few buttons. You have something completely different. And you can just change it. You don't have to
change the key.
Yeah, my friend Dave DK. He's probably the most technical guy I've ever seen. And he, like, there's times he doesn't play a single track linearly. You know what I mean? He cue points everything. He plays everything out of order. And he's slipping in this and slipping in that. Like, it's like magic. It's like a deck of cards. He's just like, well, I'm gonna play these all out of order, and it's inspiring. Yeah.
Does he play on 3, 4?
Yeah, he's playing. So he just bought a third one. I'm dying to get a third one. At this point in my career, 2 decks does one thing. Having the third deck allows you to drop pieces, and what I've found is. Yeah, acapellas, like little drum tracks. And what's really interesting is the more decks you have, the more fragments that you start playing. Like, you stop playing tracks and you just start playing loops and loops and pieces, right? Because you have 2 extra decks. Oh, I'm just going to play this loop over here and this loop over here. If you watch Carl Cox and he's got his tractor going, that's all he's doing. You know, he's playing stems of these pieces, and he's screwing them all up. Like, he's completely twisting it out of something unrecognizable. I had my friend Eddie Merced, and he went down to Florida, and Carl Cox played one of his tracks. He's like, I was there for 2 minutes before I realized he's playing one of my songs because he completely distorted it and only played like a piece. And that's what this guy does, yeah. And so it's so inspiring.
Yeah, it's definitely getting popular with 3, 4 decks. I mean, like a guy like James Hype. That guy is,
It's incredible.
right? He really is incredible. Like, some of the stuff he pulls off is absolutely insane. Yep. Why I'm just like,
Thank you for making me feel completely ridiculous.
yeah.
I've been doing this for 30 years, and I can't do what you just did.
Yeah, right? Thanks, James Hype. Yep. Fuck Todd. From now on, every time something goes wrong, I'm gonna say fuck James Hype.
That's hilarious.
All right. So I got this question I ask everybody to finish it off. What has been the craziest party you've been to? You know, if you've played at or just went to. You know, tell us about the party. Just don't incriminate yourself.
So, you know, I've been thinking about this, actually. So, the best club. Yeah, I knew it was coming. I'm going to share this one thing. Because you know how they always say, like, some movies can't be made? Well, there's some scenes that you just couldn't do anymore. So, I'm Baltimore, D.C. That's where I grew up. And there was this club called Nations. And Nations, every now and then, would have a foam party. So, we're a little twisted, having a good time. This foam stuff will come up. You go in, there's lights coming through. You can't see nothing. And this place is packed. And all of a sudden, you realize everybody's naked. Right? On this dance floor. And, like, there's nobody with clothes on. And you have no idea who you're bumping into. Or what? Yeah. Nowadays,
just poke me.
Nowadays, this would be like an incubator for COVID, right? But back then, it was fun. It was like, whatever, you know. So like, having that freedom on the dance floor, like.
Oh, that's free.
Yeah. There's only been a few parties where, yeah. It's really fun. So it's fun to be in a club, but like sometimes a little weirdness is fun. So that was the foam party with everybody being naked was exceptional.
That's awesome. You guys ready to hear Derek Zombie drop some beats or what? I know I'm ready. I want to hear something. You ready to drop something? All right, man. What do you got one loaded up? Let's get this. Give it up for Derek Zombie, everybody!
يا وخيي جاي من بعيدة جاي وصافي النية اي به الغرام الغزالة البيضة صفايفية يا وخيي جاي من بعيدة جاي وصافي النية يا به الغرام الغزالة البيضة شاوية فسمعوا الكلام يا مانيش غدارة يا ناس وبغالي وما نبغي الأضرار شكوى بالعالية
Yo, Dave, thank you for those 1,000 biddies, man. Much appreciated. It's going right into the Odin Fund. Every single bit, sub. There's even a link where you can go to my profile for tips. Everything is going to Odin. He's going to be needing surgery to remove stones that unfortunately are something that keeps growing. So if you don't have them removed, it overtakes. So he's going to have to get them removed, and then it will be a kind of, unfortunately, a repeating process. We have to get certain foods and stuff to try to prevent it, but we were hit with this last week, the news. It's still pretty shocking to me, so everything is going to help Odin. I appreciate the biddies, everything. I appreciate everybody just hanging out in the chat, being here. You know, you guys, Miss Andromeda, you know Odin, you met him. He's an awesome dog. Thank you so much.
Close to the prize. Close to the prize. Close to the prize.
critical. Cool but cynical. Maxed out never minimal. That's how we function. Cold but it's critical. Cool but cynical. Maxed out never minimal. Welcome to London, yo. That's another London scam. That's another London scam. So the street crime super is epidemic and they could find a real killer in the club shuffling. Yo, so welcome to London. Cabs, red buses and the white van. There's seafood, so the boy them can follow and see. 24 hours a day in my city, don't sleep. You need peas in my city cause it's not cheap. Top quality has never been a guarantee. But let's do it with your friends and family. Cold it's critical. Cool but cynical. Maxed out never minimal. That's how we function. Cold it's critical. Cool but cynical. Maxed out never minimal. That's how we function. Welcome to London, yo. That's how we function. That's how we function. Nobody don't trust me, boy. Welcome to London, yo. That's how we function. That's how we function. Nobody don't
ॐ गणानां त्वा गणपतिं हवामहे कविं कवीनाम् उपमश्रवस्तमम् गणानां त्वा गणपतिं हवामहे कविं कवीनाम् उपमश्रवस्तमम् गणानां त्वा गणपतिं हवामहे कविं कवीनाम् उपमश्रवस्तमम्
I hope you find it enlightening.
Yo! Derek Zombie just ripped it the fuck off. Yo! Spam them motherfucking emotes and show this man some love right now. He just ripped it the fuck up. Woo! Let's fucking go!
Join me on a journey where getting lost is the only true destination. But no matter how far we stray, we always come back. Here, where the past, present, and future all coexist on the same time. A reminder that the future is not some distant glimmer, but a bright light shining in your eyes. This is the future we are in right now.
Derek Zombie, everybody! Woo! Oh my goodness, great. Been sitting over here jamming.
Thank you for having me. Thank you everybody who came in the Twitch stream. Thank you so much for your donations. Listen, this dog Odin is like he friggin' purrs. He's such a good doggy. So thank you everybody for everything you've done.
Yes, thank you
Join
so
me on a
much.
journey where getting
Donations,
lost is the only true
Bits,
destination.
Miss Andromeda,
No matter how far
Dave
we
DK,
stray, we always come
everybody. Toasty,
Here.
you've been donating. I know everybody with the
back. The
subs,
magnifying glass through which we
Juice,
observe the human
Jenny,
condition. Or happiness.
everything. Every single dollar is going to this dog.
Here.
That's my boy. I got 3 girls and 1 boy. That's my boy right there.
All coexist
And my
in the
girls
same
know
time.
my favorite kid is Odin, so. they know that they can't pull that crap on Dad. My favorite child is Odin. But I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. This guy just fucking killed it. Absolutely just murdered these decks. Thank you so much for coming on the show, man. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate each and every single one of you people in the chat. If you're lurking while you're working, if you've hung out for the whole thing, even if you just stopped in and said hello, thank you for all the new follows, new subs, bits, the donations, all of it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Next Sunday on the MixedupMike Show, I have an up-and-coming DJ, and she's already gaining traction, not just in her area, but around New England. Gratitude DJ. DJ Gratitude. Sorry, I put it back.
It's the key to happiness, people. Have gratitude always, because it's the key to everything.
Exactly. So she'll be on next week, 3 p.m. Sunday. Be sitting down with her. She's been rocking it. Amy's been rocking it. She plays different styles, like tech house, bass house, stuff like that. Sometimes she gets in a little bit of drum and bass. So I would say she's kind of an open format DJ in a way. You know, she's only been at it 6 months. She's really excited to come on the show. I'm really excited to have her on here. It's always fun having female DJs come up here because female DJs rock it sometimes even better than the males, man. And we need more female artists out there on these decks. Definitely needs more females. I'm trying to get my daughters. Their friends think it's cool, but I just think it's a nuisance. Much love, much love, much love to each and every single one of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you again from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. Until next time, until we meet again, and this is what I meant by September 3rd. Sanctuary of Music, right here. It's not a bad lineup.
Those are some heavy, heavy hitters. Make sure you don't miss this.
Derek already said he's going to be there for this one. I'm going to have to bring some heavy bass lines to keep up with this techno. Maybe I'll bring some techno. I don't know. You never know what I'll drop. Maybe I'll do a blend of something. But much love to each and every single one of you. I appreciate it. I can't say thank you enough. Until next time. Till next time. We out. Little something for you guys to go out with. Who are we rating? Are we rating somebody? Yes, for life, music, for friends, for gratitude, and also gratefulness. I am so grateful to be in the position that I'm in, to be able to do this show, you know, and bring you guys down and be able to talk to you and open up our community to more people. Give an inside look to DJs. You know, we all have stories. We all have different backgrounds. You know, some of us started many, many years ago. Some of us are fresh in the game. And it's great to have different perspectives and get to watch every DJ that's come on the show perform. And I've learned something from every DJ that's been on here. And this show, it's about all the artists, not just if somebody's ready to play, because I've had DJs on here that have never played out before to international DJs and everything in between. And I am more than grateful that I'm in this opportunity where we're going to go 2 years. I'm going to say it right here, right now. We're going to go 2 years, no repeat guests. On the No repeat guests on the Mixed Up Mike Show. 2 years. I'm saying it right now. You can hold me to it. Maybe even 3, because the Mixed Up Mike Show is going to be expanding. I'm going to just give you a hint. It has something to do with Zoom, but it's still going to be the same setup. You get onto my Twitch account, and you're going to be able to watch as an interview takes place, and then the DJ still do his thing, but very far away. That's the only hint I'm going to stay tuned. Stay tuned. Mixed Up Mike Show's growing, baby. Much love to each and every single one of you. Much love, much love, much love, and thank you for the donations, the biddies, the subs, everything. It means the world to me. It means the world to my kids. It means the world to my dog. And most importantly, much love, much love. Thank you very much. See you next week.